Okay, the feed's not up yet, so we'll be right back.
You still not know I'm all alone. Faking it day by day, my pain you. No, your hands, your feet, you stare, you dream. Looking my way, my name you. Scream. Make me feel cold as steel. Breaking you down
Ooh, RSVB lost by 1 to Morocco yesterday, but they still won the overall. Egypt won. Okay, so
Yeah. Your eyes keep breaking me down. No way in, no way out. How I feel to be trapped in this house. How I feel with duct tape on your mouth. How I feel with a knife in your spouse. You can crawl for the door, no use. Really knocking it down. Begging, pleading, I'm not hearing you out.
beat
I roll your
these
soul
guys.
till I break you all the way down. Hands around your throat, cause I'm
Libya
taking you out.
won earlier today.
You keep on
What are you guys doing?
It was something that had been thought out in fantasy, acted out, felt out hundreds of times before it ever happened. It was like drugs. It was like alcohol. A little isn't enough. At first it is. And as you adjust to that psychologically and physically, you take more and more and more. It's the same process. It finally came down to the thing of, do I dare bring this gun out? Already realizing if that gun comes out, something has to happen.
faking it day by day, my pain you. No, your hands, your feet, you stare, you dream. Looking my way, my name you. Scream.
It was going to happen. I didn't see it then, but it was going to happen. I was playing a dangerous game with a loaded gun. It got us all.
You still not know I'm all alone. Faking it day by day, my pain you.
We'll be live shortly once the game comes on, guys and gals.
Stare, you dream.
We got
In my way, my name you. Scream.
2 amazing
eyes keep breaking me down. No way in, no way out. How I feel to be trapped in this house. How I feel with duct tape on your mouth. How I feel with a knife in your spouse. You can crawl for the door, no use, really locking it now. Begging, pleading, I'm not hearing you out. I rode your soul till I break you all the way down. Hands around your throat, cause I'm taking you out. You keep running
Let's go. Let's watch the game, baby. Let's go.
Yes, it's Jason Rondo with
Petro de Luanda.
bench in the first leg fixture. And the place in the starting five, joined by Jason Dominguez.
Biwa. What's going on, Hauser?
And Lofate Buyamba. Buyamba's versatility inside the paint and excellence in transition. Anzime plays against this DAR City side that really looked like it bullied them in that first fixture. 6 points separating the two teams. It is East against South. And wow.
Let's take a look at the highlights from that first game, of course. That finished 82-88. Abu Bakr started it all off with some fine shooting of a DAR City in the house. And look at that fabulous shooting there from that man in Gaza.
Absolutely impeccable.
DAR City. There you go.
Last season finishing in 3rd place for the Rwandan outfit and now back with the Angolans. It's going to be great to see how they turn up, but Robbie, the referees.
Yeah, we got Ian McClenny of the United States with Christine Evans, also of USA, and Aya Ahmed of Egypt, who we know very well. Gives us a chance to go over and just say hello to Quentin Denise. And Q, how are you?
I'm always good, especially good when you're going to see a titanic battle like this one, our final quarterfinal of the BAL in Season 6. And this one promises to be, like they say, a humdinger.
Humdinger, humdinger. Sergio Moreno, the Spanish coach of the helmet, Petro Luanda, up against Papi Gay of DAR City, looking to try and drive them in the right direction. A lot at stake here. 6 points separate. Overall aggregate score will decide who will be heading into the Final Four. Foster wins the tip-off over Castro, and it is DAR City with Dimish of France, who has the ball in hand.
DAR City, they want to start off on a high note, just like they did in that first game.
Gets the second chance. Back out to Nizra Zazua.
Oh.
Intelligently caught up in the thickets and the paint.
I'm live. I'm here. Good.
Oh, it's off his foot there, Zazua. And Petro with their first possession. Oh, beautiful bucket there. Dropped in from that man, Randall.
Jason Rondo, of course, knows
Jason
this
Randall.
very well, having played for APR last season. Just starts the game on a high note real quick, and that's what you call efficiency.
To beat there, of course, the president of the Tanzanian Basketball Federation. Foster dropping in the first points there for City.
That's how you want a team to react, and Foster right in the thick of it.
Oh, he's got caught up there, Randall. Excellent defensive play there from Dimish Zuzua out wide. We know that he's the shooting guard capable of really racking up big points. Nizra Zazua looks very comfortable amongst these players, of course, for DAR City.
He's a very explosive guard, and that's what Anzima plays in the starting five.
And the ball just comes out of the hands of Domingos, right in front of Zazua, and it will be possession for DAR City.
Good eyes there from Castin Evans, the referee, to see what just happened in front of her. But good defense from the Tanzanians, and they earned that ball possession.
Yeah, DAR is really good on defense.
Usher, and to everybody watching.
Thank Thank you so much. The continent with 54 countries.
1963 was when the unity came together. They decided to call this day Africa Day.
Woo.
Long range
Oh,
shot
wow.
coming in. Big time three there from
That was a big
man.
three.
Randall, that's a pair of threes for him.
Randall.
He's got a good hand.
That's exactly why they signed him. He's very versatile from range, and that helps them this time from the right side.
Divish. 6-2, Petro. All about Randall at the moment. It's a shot that goes over. He just gets a little bit off balance as he tried to just hook it over the top. A little bit frustrated there. Domingos. Castro! Yeah, the dynamic Claudio Castro.
Castro with the slam.
The rim, that man Castro, and for a second game in a row, his first points coming from a dunk.
Zuzua trying to go for that shot just inside of the D. Now we are officially all level because they've clawed back the 6-point deficit. Picked up by Dimish, and Dar City on the chase for points. Goes around, and that's a foul there on Mishino.
Mishino frustrated that he was unable to connect in transition there despite the foul. He's starting to get a feeling of this game. Takes on Gerson, Domingos and Buyamba, and that's what is going to work for Dar City here. They need to attack that paint and force Petro de Luanda to foul, and indeed they pick up their first team foul, the Angolan Giants.
Q, they got to take it to them physically, I get the impression.
Well, interesting is that Petro have been switching defenses in this first 2 minutes, or first 3 minutes of the game on the defensive side, but on the offensive side, they're utilizing Randall to try to create space on the interior and get their bigs to go to work. It's been a fascinating watch so far.
Pick your winner, bal.nba.com/team vote. Are you going to go for Dar City or Petro and Luanda? Asha thinks I'm asking her the question. I'm not, I'm asking the world.
I expect answers from the world.
Randall going up. That's gone off the foot of Castro. Pulled up by his teammate there.
A bit unlucky there for Castro, known for his defensive abilities, but he's managed to turn things around and also contribute on offense. .6:30 left. Zuzua trying to get his range. Oh, it's a sumptuous three there from Zuzua. First points there for him, and first 3-pointer for Dar City.
Timely score as well. Gaku. Domingos tries to go around Foster. Oh, there's a little touch there from Tabit. Brilliant defensive work.
Here for a player of his height, that's exactly why he's on the court.
Domingos intercepting that pass to Foster from Mishino. Randall goes up, big time shot. That's 3 threes for Randall.
Wow, 100% shooting from range, this time from the left side, and Jason Rondo wide.
Do not leave him open, double team him or something.
Impact player.
Talked about APR and his performance for APR last season. Of course, we know exactly what he's capable of doing. But that's brilliant shooting, isn't it?
But also when you look at Jason Rondo, he's coming for the captain, Shilde Dundao, the reigning FIBA AfroBasket MVP, and that should say so much in terms of his contribution and what Sergio Moreno expects.
You've got a player who played for the Washington Wizards, you've got a player who played for Real Madrid, you've got EuroLeague, you've got NBA, you've got a lot of experience from the player from Illinois. And he brings that to the floor, of course. There's the shot, it's a little bit too short there from Foster. Frustration. Mishino.
Bit of an altercation there between Hashim Tabit and Domingos, but all good now. 5-point game between these two teams.
Domingos. It's good defensive work. It's giving Gaku a little bit of a run for his money.
Let's go, Open Mic Network.
Would be replaced
Woo
by
woo!
Now, Mahmoud,
What up, dude?
who came in just for the finals, a player who has been
How you doing?
very
Good to
much,
see you. Good to see you too. I
impressive,
see you in your
since
channel.
coming out of Egypt and coming to play in Tanzania, in fact.
11 rebounds for him in that first game, and just good to see him come alive here in the playoffs.
It's good work, good rebound there for Mahmoud. That's exactly what he does, protector of the boards. Oh, there's the attempt to try. Utomi comes out. Zazua goes up for a 3-shot. Oh, it just rolls out the back. Foster with the rebound. He gets fouled.
Good follow-up there from Foster to keep the ball alive and continue to put pressure on Petro de Luanda. But let's look at the replay there. He crashes in, takes on Castro. He's fouled, and now we'll have an opportunity to go to the free throw line. But for now, we're going to a break.
6-11, 4:50 left to play in the first quarter.
The reason I came here was a feeling I couldn't. It started from a sound, a crowd, a moment that belonged to everyone. But it's the quiet moments that stayed with me longest. In those moments, everything else fell away. And just when I thought I'd seen it all, this place reminded me I hadn't. That's why I came here. That's why I'll be back. This is where it all happens.
Luanda. Petro de Luanda up by 5. Well, up by 3. Yo, Hot Rodyssey's in the building. Thank you for bonding somebody. Hot Rodyssey, I love you. Thank you for joining me and watching some basketball.
6-11, first quarter. First time the players get to talk with their coach, and the first time out, Q will pass the message to the
Dude.
No pressure at all. Probably
And Jason Randall.
looking at the defensive side of things and really making sure that the rotations are going to stay the same. Not happy with the overhead sometimes on the defensive side, but on
I
the
think
offensive
Petro
side,
de Luanda.
a little bit more aggressive in his next couple of possessions.
There's already a standout player on the floor. That man, Jason Rondo, 3 for 3, 9 points already. 9 of Petro de Luanda's 11. And in terms of efficiency, that's exactly what you want from a guard of his quality and expertise.
Foster. And reduces their ears. It's a 3-point game. Happy Gay watching on, of course. Domingos.
That's crazy.
Randall.
Oh, Randall.
Zazua does really well defensively. Mishino picks it up. There's a chance for Atomi to find Mahmoud going through. Hook.
Nope.
He can't get it over the top. It rolls out the side. Here's Buyamba. Something that is really good
Let's
about
give some
this
shout outs,
Petro
guys.
side is very quick with transition, of course.
Let's
We know
give a
that.
shout out to Hot
Cover in
Rodyssey.
every department.
Let's give a shout out
To
to
just mix things up a little bit. Castro,
Open Mic
so
Network,
physical.
even though
Gaku, 3
he's over
seconds
there
left
on
the shot
the
clock.
red app
And
on
it is
the
a top quality 3.
another
Timely
3.
here
The
for
beat.
Petro de Luanda. There was some momentum that went out of their offensive play when they went into that timeout, but now they're back on track.
Big bucket there.
Crazy
big important
good.
score. Mahmoud has Castro just ghosting
It seems to
from
be.
behind
I
to
mean,
make
yeah, dude.
contact.
39 years old.
So many stops in
39 years
but for
old.
Dar City, they have to stay locked in. They're playing against a team that knows how to win here in the Basketball Africa League, Petro de Luanda. They've played every single BAL season. They've reached the semi-finals in 5 seasons, and that experience has shown a lot in so many ways.
Zazua, Utomi. Utomi trying to go to work in the paint. He's been double teams Zazua for a big 3-shot. Rolls out the back. Domingos rebounds. That's a pass to Moreira. Brilliant play. And it's in, of course. Moreira will take the 2. Goaltending.
Basket does not count.
It does count, actually. The referee asks to consult with his mates, but let's take another look at it. Yannick Moreira takes on Anas Mahmoud, and Buyamba comes in to tap it in.
Yeah, finally it is. It has been added. think the question was, did Buyamba goaltend? That's what they were looking at. Trying to turn it around. That's a great score from Dimish.
He needed that for his confidence boost. Mishinu finally gets onto the scoreboard.
Well, it's Anas Mahmoud who picks up that one.
That's going to be interesting to see the matchup. Anas Mahmoud up against Yannick. But also whenever
I don't know if there's any white dudes in this league. Wait, there is, I think. I forget. It's all...
Moreira.
Maybe?
Domingos. A little loss of possession. Dimish up against Domingos, spins around, goes through the paint, tries to get himself up, and Gaku followed up with a second, well, more contact after Domingos. I think Domingos will get that.
Defense is really playing a key role here for DAR City, and looking at the replay there, 1 against 2, there's contact from Gaku, and Mishinu will head to the free throw line.
Yeah, he shaked off that man Domingos and then just got caught by the big Gaku.
And I think they might have
Misha Mady, what's going on?
couldn't tell because Dimish took a little bit of time to come back from the free throw line, just trying to walk off whatever knock he might have picked up.
This is a hell of a good game.
I can't even start it. 10-16, 3:05 timeout called, and just seeing that Petro and Luanda.
Oh, there are?
In the first
There are white guys? Okay.
On aggregate, that's
Misha says yes, there are white guys in the
talking
league.
about, of course, this new format where we have
Are there
two
these all played in
quarterfinals.
centralized
There's been a
location,
great
or were
success, a
other
roaring
somewhere
success.
other
We've
than
had some
BK Arena?
plenty of drama and excitement, of course, over
I'm not
the
too
two
sure.
games that
Not
we've
Rod.
seen throughout between the 8 teams. Now we get to the final battle, of course, which will decide who will take on Al-Ali Libya, who are waiting and hoping that that they get to see the victorious team
Let me
in
check.
about 37 minutes, unless we go to overtime, which is also possible.
So many stars in the house as we see the BAL president, Amadou Galofal, sitting next to Nelly Mukazaire, the sports minister of Rwanda, Claire Kamanzi, NBA Africa CEO, and Marcus Kukiriza is the CEO of the Ugandan Basketball Federation, FUBA.
Oh, there we go.
And of course,
Clarice.
huge smile there from Clarice Mashangwana, not so far from where we're sitting, newly inducted in the FIBA Hall of Fame. From Mozambique, she started out when the WNBA was getting started, but been a long journey, and recently part of the BAL.
Liberty Day's been alright.
Where she's part of mentoring
Whatever that,
young African girls and women.
Which is fantastic, and you know, we always talk about what happens off the court for here at the BAL. Well, so much happens off the court, of course, with so many different clinics that are taking place for youngsters, for coaches, for future coaches.
So,
future
I'd rather see. I
referees.
think this is a tournament.
Pretty
This is
impressive.
a tournament.
The
This is
BAL
like
format,
a.
of course, which is a massive.
But I
project
think
as
during
well.
the season, I think they played in their own part of the country.
Coaches clinic for the BAL
In their
starting
league.
tomorrow, and guess who's in the building? The reigning BAL champion, Fuad Abu Shakra, who won the title last year in Pretoria. He's here to pass on some of that knowledge with young Rwandan and African coaches.
Over to you, Q.
Oh,
I had a
come
little
on.
look at the bench of DAR City, and again, Dimish was being looked at. He had a bit of work.
Oh,
done
this
on
is
his
a
hamstring.
their own
It
league
might be
anyway.
something to
Yeah,
keep an
I'm
eye
dumb.
on, and didn't really get any much chance to listen to too much strategy.
6 points in the paint too for DAR City. Not using their bigs at the moment, but they don't need to when you've got Chomi shooting shots like that. It's now a 13-18 scoreline.
Fourth player for DAR City on the scoring board, and that's what they need, to be dynamic and not to be very obvious in their offense.
Rafael Putney. Buyamba going
Porca,
high,
Petro,
gets it secured. That is
Silvano,
Chomi,
thank you for
just
stopping
bangs
in.
into him. There's contact. He's
Love
got
to
a
see
plus
it.
one. It's a 4-point play.
He saw the distance, took the shot, got it correct, Buyamba, and that's what he adds to this Petro de Luanda side. But looking at the replay, there's definitely contact as Utomi puts out his left hand. Very unlucky there, and now it could be a 3+1 play for the Angolan former MVP in the league.
This is awesome. I love it. My chat's blowing up over there.
From the three-point line there for Petro de Luanda, 1 for
Thank you
5,
guys for
which is
coming in,
20% for the Tanzania
hanging out. Hit that sub button
champions
too,
in
if you'd
their
like.
debut season here in the BAL.
They're just moving themselves ahead, of course, here with a little advantage as they continue to go in. Rhodes, that is massive from Foster, slamming it down.
What team is that?
Started in a slow manner, looked like he was hesitating a bit, but looked at the gap, took it, and that down.
Team is that, Hot Rod?
We sometimes forget that Rafael Putney actually played for DAR City, didn't he, in 2025, and put in some massive performances in the road to the BAL. 55 points against the Comoros outfits, Jabal, which just gives you an idea of, you know, what he is capable of doing. But you know,
yeah, dunk that subscribe button, Mike. Woo! Let's do it. Dunk it. I'm chilling out, eating Pringles with you guys, watching basketball. I love it. I mean it.
Very close, but Moreira with the rebounds. Good teamwork there.
He's up to 6 points.
Rebound and put it back up.
And just being very efficient inside the paint, taking on Anas Mahmoud, and Foster will have to step up to try and see if they can.
Doesn't look like it.
Here for Petro Luanda. Mizrahi Zazua getting bumped, being blocked out. It goes over the top to Anas Mahmoud, trying to go around that man, Moreira, who picks up the foul, went to work. Mahmoud coming in has just been such a breath of fresh air, of course. We know that Hashim Tabit, you know, he says it himself, he's not 20 anymore, you know, and it might be his last season playing, but the fact is that, you know, he still brings his A game to the floor. But to have Mahmoud come in, you know, and just cover and do all of that work that, you know, he used to do so well, that he still can do a little bit, but not over the course of 30 minutes.
There's a RSSB Tigers, which we watched last week, which was awesome.
He was 1 for 7 in that last game, kept looking at his hands and wondering what happened and what went wrong. It's an air ball for the second attempt, and that could be an area that will worry not just himself, but his teammates and Coach Gay.
Had a few issues in the reverse game, of course. He missed numerous shots from the free throw line, and he was looking at his hands as if the ball was greasy or something sweaty. Fact is, you know, he won't want to go down that path once again.
Okay.
Long range shot coming
there you go.
And delivered with panache. Jock time.
He's not a joker, Mr. Jock, just doing exactly what he's needed to do on the court.
Woo!
Oh, Atomi right over the top, and another missed opportunity. That's 2 misses from the free throw line with Mahmoud, and now with that man Atomi, who really needs to deliver. Let's have a look at this from Jock.
It catches the backcourt of DAR City off guard, and Mishinu can only just look on with Zuzua.
10-point lead, 14 seconds left in this first quarter. Is Dundao looking to try and get the pass. Moreira goes on a drive through the middle. It's been tapped away, and a chance here for Foster to drive up through. It comes out, Utomi picks up possession, tries to go for a shot. And, well, there was a window of opportunity there, and he doesn't manage to get his shot through it. 16-26 is the lead. Petro Luanda provisionally ahead by 4 on aggregates. We'll take a break, back soon.
Ten-point lead for Petro. Technically only up 4 by the aggregate score. Yeah, look at all the dancing going on. That's cool. Misha, where you from, girl? Where you from? What's going on that you're watching us on a Monday? I appreciate it. I'm not sure who you are, but I appreciate it. Yeah? Hot Rod, you should be out on the call with me. You should be having fun. This is part of the Creator Sports Network.
A lot of style here and a lot of panache. A 10-point lead for Petro Luanda. And DAR City need to find a few answers. Field goal has not been good, 33% at the moment. We're going to go over to Q.
Well, Coach Sergio Moreno really focused in on the defense and how they're going to continue making adjustments. There was a little bit of unhappiness from Rafael Patni at the end of the first quarter, but they've sorted it all out, and they're going to continue to look inside on the offensive side. They've shot the ball exceptionally well from the three-point line, and it should open up the interior, I think, is the philosophy.
Well, there you have the numbers. 10-point lead for Petro de Luanda, but 9 bench points for Petro de Luanda. We've seen how versatile and deep their bench is always in the history of the BAL, and just 1 point from a bench player for DAR City, and that is a bit worrying. That is Anas Mahmoud. They will have to step it up, be focused, and know that they're playing against a hugely experienced team in Petro de Luanda.
And a team who have conquered the continent in 2024. Here we go. There's Randall down into the corner. Putney trying to shake off Foster, goes high. Mahmoud on the boards once again. Foster, Dimish. It opens up, tries to go around. That's so elegantly finished off them, Dimish, but he's not okay. Big bucket coming from downtown. That is absolutely massive there from Randall. And that is now, is that his third three or? Yeah, it's his third three.
That is his fourth
three.
And he's up to 12 points, but huge concern as David Benoit Michinu, once there was that contact, he immediately looked like he needed medical attention.
Wow.
Goes to the ground, and that's a huge concern here for DAR City. He's one of their most important players, and just looking at the contact there with
what is Liver DJ? I don't know. I'm looking it up, and this doesn't make sense to me. Manatee said
just
Liver
looking
DJ.
at the body language right immediately. You know, let's hope that he comes back, but you know, you put your hand straight on that. He's going
This is,
down flat
Memorial
on the floor.
Day.
There's something that's pulled quite tightly, I
don't
think,
know
at
what
that point.
Liberty.
Q.
A little early, I did tell you that he took a walk off. He had some work done on the hamstring. Immediately after that turn, pulled at the hamstring. So I highly doubt that we will see him back. But they'll go do some work.
I don't know what to do with my hands,
behind the
man.
scenes in the locker room.
Fingers crossed he comes back just to put in a good challenge against Petro Luanda. There's Matt
Oh, Rod, you crazy, bro.
Has been stolen. Randall picks it up. Right side, left side, options galore. Childed him down for a three. Foster does brilliantly for the rebound.
Thanks for stopping in.
Trail by 11.
his size always important. Foster inside that paint, and with that rebound, you see that.
I appreciate it.
Treading on the over the wrong side of the line there is Ngaiza.
Lack of concentration there for Ngaiza.
DAR City is just
That's sort of
not
a
focusing.
concern for DAR City. They have stayed locked in, and because Petro de
I
Luanda,
bet you
every
could.
time they go down the lane, they
I bet I
score.
could get 0. That sucks.
That's great work. What a pass. And Moreira again showing us what he's capable of doing. He's up to 8 points now. Just seconds.
I'm no athlete
Randall
anymore.
with his 12, his 4 threes.
Just
Never
20
really
points
was.
Of the 31 for Petro de Luanda. Between those two players, they understand that it's a combination that's working for them.
And it's going to be a big game for Zazua. It goes back up to run at Rafael Putney. Scores with aplomb. One-handed dunk delivered big time.
Petro's gonna win this.
Answer under pressure here, but Rafael Patni runs down the lane, gets that assist from Dundao, sees some space, connects.
They
with
owning
him,
it, bro.
And what a showcase of talent there from Rafael Patni.
All right, friends, allow me to welcome the Extreme Cheerleader.
It began with a dream
Barbecue's done.
venturing into skies unknown, and today the same spirit lives on. Rwandair soars higher, carrying dreams and stretching our frontiers. It's not just a flight, it's an experience, the kind where every detail is designed to make you feel at home. Rwandair is more than an airline. We are a bridge between Africa and the world, between you and your dreams. Welcome to Kigali.
One more time for yours truly, Extreme Cheerleaders.
Oh no.
Well, they're in a little bit of trouble, Dar City, and they have to dig deep.
Have a good
They
day,
to
Hot
find
Rod.
answers, and,
Much love,
they
brother.
have to possibly play without David Michonneau, the Frenchman, who is so important to this team. And it looks like he's got a hamstring injury that
Much love.
might keep him off the floor for the rest of the game. We don't know. We'll come over to you, Q. What happened after that timeout there?
Well, the timeout was to set up the organization because now they've lost their primary organizer on the floor. So Zuzua will pick up the point guard duties, and they've reset, and they're going to reframe and see how they can make this work.
Well, Childa Dundao steals and
Nope.
delivers. So
Not
good
gonna
at
work.
that. Trademark steal there from Childa Dundao.
The absence of David Michonneau is already being felt, and hence why Petro de Luanda are putting pressure on the ball. They know that the primary playmaker is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, they'll punish here. We talk about the punishing play that Petro
It's
Luanda
over.
produced there. This time, Jock scores a bucket, and it's 20-point lead.
8 from 10 threes here for Petro de Luanda before the halftime break. That shows you how much of the three-point shooting is going to be very key here for the Angolan Giants.
Castro tapping the back of the head of Anas Mahmoud. He does have 2 shots there just to calm things down a little bit, but that was an electric reaction there coming straight out of that timeout. I think something we expected, just understanding that they don't have a deep bench, they don't have what Petro and Luanda have, and they know that they can hurt them.
Absolutely, and here is a chance for them.
Big bucket there, super important there for Foster. Foster up to 9.
Before that three-pointer, Dar City had only managed to score 2 points inside 3 minutes of the second quarter. That's timely. They needed that. They've been putting in the work on defense, and now they're getting something on offense.
Dundao, Putney for a 3-shot. It's short. He gets fouled there down in the corner by Ngaiza, and that's going to be 3 shots for him at the charity line.
That's poor game reading from Ngaiza, especially because he, on the other side, stepped on the line, forced a turnover there, and now doesn't seem to find his feet in this game for Dar City. We've talked about how they don't have much of a bench, and with the absence of Michonneau, it means that Forster will have to play a guard role, and Ngaiza, has to do so much on the inside, and so far it's not looking good.
It's a question about Mohamedou Londo. I think that we saw him play some pretty good basketball, you know, the youngster, and we saw what kind of an impact he had when he came off the bench. The fact is that, you know, they could use him, but they need to use him intelligently.
He is definitely an option, and when you look at the Dar City team, they look a bit shell-shocked. They need to find some floor leadership, and someone has got to take the bull by the horns and try to spark Dar City on the offensive side.
That's a great score, and Zuzua forcing Dundao to make the foul, and you know, this is Zuzua, he's fully capable. You know, he's falling into that like position where he really needs to be one of the main leaders out there along with Foster, right?
Zuzua, the Ivorian international, he'll now have to step into that point guard position and take the lead here for Dar City. He has the skill set to match that role, and with that attack, he's done exactly that.
Three players played 40 minutes in the reverse game, of course. And we're talking about Zuzua, Utomi, and Mishino. These are good moments here. Here's Zuzua. Bites his time, goes for a 3-shot.
That looked like a very rushed shot and surprising because he had an opportunity to pass that ball to his teammates on the right side, but it's a turnover now for them.
Buddy. Kaku driving in, kicks it back out. Randall for another 3 shots. No, doesn't drop. Foster. Utomi. 2 missed long-range shots that means that they're up against it with Petro and Luanda. Jock. He's just stepped over the line, so they're a little bit let off the hook there, DAR City.
The Tanzanians, they'll have to find a SPAC, something that works for them, because Petro de Luanda, they're finding small opportunities to score. They're being efficient from the 3-point line, from inside the paint, especially now that Rafael Patney is on the floor. But still so much work to be done by Zuzo and company.
Yeah, Randall's gone to the bench. Ngaze again, just that little step backwards under pressure from Rafael Patney forces him to take the ball out of bounds.
Surprise there on the face of Coach Pabigay. Doesn't understand what's happening. We saw something like this happen yesterday with Vilda Dakar after Axel Tupan suffered that hamstring injury. They looked to switch off the Senegalese side and they never recovered. But for DAR City, if they learned anything by watching that game, they'll have to make a couple of adjustments.
But you kind of pay the price for playing, players for 40 minutes, it's punishing, and there's only a couple of days in between, so you've got to really, make sure that you recuperate really well, and sometimes it can be tough.
Well, the truth of the matter is when you come up against a giant like Petro de Luanda from a country that is known as a basketball, forte, where it is the biggest game in the country, it means that the league is great and they have so many players that they can look into. For a team like DAR City from the Tanzanian league, they've had to, do so much work coming from the road to the BAL, and even to make it to the playoffs is a huge achievement for them. That's the price you pay. We saw that with the Rivers Hoopers 2 years ago, and sometimes you'll pay the price.
Second personal for Dundar, which is quite rare, but get drawn into contact by Zuzua, the Ivorian.
Thank you everybody for viewing. Thanks for hanging out so far, watching this game.
Through the eyes of DAR City, but of course it's they've got plenty of options on the bench that they can
16-point lead.
Rotate, of course. So Domingos comes on.
By the boys.
City goes super big now with Tabik and Mahmoud
From
inside
Petro,
the paint.
Yeah,
Luanda.
Foster there as well, who's obviously a big player, but they go over the top.
Yeah, that man,
Number
Yannick
2.
Moreira, up to 10 points in double digits. He had just 6 in the first leg of this matchup and already surpassed it before the halftime break.
17-point advantage, which means 11 on aggregate. There's Moreira who picks up his second personal. So they're drawing a lot of fouls. It is a tactic that can actually work, but you have to seek for whatever you possibly can, and they're doing a pretty good job in drawing attention.
Yannick Moreira falls for the trick there, gets to foul Utomi, but Utomi now one of the other options that they have alongside Zuzua and Foster to turn things around for the Tanzanians.
Foster kicks it out into the corner. Utomi for a 3-shot. Nice score, nice bucket, nice air.
They needed that. That's the third time they're connecting from range, DAR City, and coming closer to Petro de Luanda. It's a 14-point game.
Thank you for being here.
5 team fouls. Look at
Thank
that,
you
just
for watching the
one.
game.
So it's there for the taking.
I really enjoy the
Pressure
game.
on them.
I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm watching it.
Doesn't manage to get his 3-shot quite
People
close,
are
a little off
enjoying
to
it
the
as
left
well
side there.
and watching it as well.
Domingos.
So I'm glad that I could do it, and I appreciate
Swinging the
the
ball around
opportunity
quite nicely down into the corner.
from
Jock
the BAL.
shakes scores. No, it's an air ball and picked up Foster. Foster, mismatch here. Domingos goes around the outside.
Oh, and
Dosu
turned over. Wow.
And then gets taken out by Jock as Domingos takes the ball up. Gaku. McLeod with another board.
DAR City look to be struggling in transition here. They'll have to make better choices and wait for the other teammates to come so that they can run down the clock.
There's another foul. Gaku straight to the free throw line for Hashim Tabit. This is going quite well for DAR City because they're drawing a lot of contact from Petro and Luanda.
Looking at the replay, Hashim Tabit picks up that ball. But there's a foul called and we'll go to a timeout. The frustration on the face of Sergio Moreno, the coach of Petro de Luanda.
Much love to everybody out there. Much love.
This is a team that has been assembled, huge budgets, high expectations, and Angola, of course, the reigning African champions. But let's look at the game leaders. Jason Rando, almost near perfect from range.
Jason Rando.
Points, 4 3-pointers in there. Yannick Moreira also in double digits with the 10. Michael Foster, Nisra Zuzur, and David Meshnu combining for 22 points. And from a rebound perspective, Foster active below the rim with 5 rebounds. Anas Mahmoud, his teammate, with 4. Utomi as well. And Castro with a 3 for Petro de Luanda, 2 for Hashim Tabit.
21 fast break points compared to 2 for DAR City. The stats, you know, bench points, I mean, it's pretty logical, I think. You know, just the way that the coaches do work. A lot of them coming off the bench, of course, as we take a look at the steals.
How are you? EPR.
5 steals per game for David Mishnu, who's nursing a hamstring injury. 2.3
Sorry, bro.
Mohamed for Club African, who unfortunately have been eliminated from the competition.
Sorry for what?
Now with 2.2, as well as Milton Valente. We haven't seen much of him today. He's yet to get some minutes on the floor, but of course joined by Ehab Amin as well.
That's the Jock 3.
Jock with the perfect shot from the center there for Petro de Luanda. They've been absolutely incredible. Petro de Luanda, 8
I don't even know you, bro.
already before the halftime break by Shildan Dudao. 2 points. The captain of this Petro de Luanda side didn't start this game, had to come off the bench, but it's because that man, Jason Rando, was the chosen one in the shooting guard position.
Q.
On the bench here for Bobby Gay, really focused in on the defensive side. What they have done well is that they have recovered a little bit of their shape on the offensive side. They're sharing the ball a little bit better, and now they move into a 2-3 zone, and they're going to force Petro de Luanda to play a defense that they are not comfortable in playing against. We've seen throughout the years, and maybe an interesting phase in the game.
First foul there. There you go, that's the little bump there by Tabit.
It's as physical as it can get. We've spoken about his presence on the court alongside Anas Mahmoud, but it's in reaction to Petro, who have Yannick Moreira and Gaku on the floor.
Domingos picks up with a rebound. Brilliantly done. Foster. 13 points. And there's another foul. And this is all working to plan. And this is Zazua, because he's got the quick feet, he is causing problems. And that is going to be Domingos' first foul.
As expected, Zuzur now has to take up the playmaking role, but also attack that paint. He has exactly the size that can take on the Petro de Luanda guards, and in this case, Gerson Domingos, Shilda Dundao, and Jason Rando, and he's doing exactly that. That's yet another trip to the free throw line for Zuzur.
Good shooting as well. He's up to 9 points level with Foster. And in the post D-Mish era, they've started to settle. Jock goes up for a long-range shot. And again, you've got
rebound.
just makes that safe at the back. That's good Good board protection there from him.
5 rebounds for the president of the Tanzanian Basketball Federation.
Oh, he's been pulled out of the way. Moreira pulling Hashim Thabit, and another 2 shots. He'll take that every single day of the week.
Absolutely.
It's perfect. It's a perfect
Drawing
scenario,
fouls
isn't
to the big man.
But, great fundamentals there, of course, to try and box out Yannick Moreira. Gets it to work for him. Hashim Thabit, 39 years of age, and born in Dar es Salaam, went to UConn in the United States, was drafted in the NBA with the Memphis Grizzlies, played for the Houston Rockets as well, Portland Trail Blazers, Oklahoma City Thunder, and really so much experience here that we see in the Basketball Africa League.
A review on that foul that we just saw, a potential upgrade.
There's a lot going on there, isn't there?
It's expected when there's so many stakes on the line, but nothing surprising. We know that Yannick Moreira likes to be a bit physical whenever he's inside the paint, but he has to be very careful now. It's been very crucial for them. 10 points already in 2 quarters.
Q's getting a little bit jealous because he wanted to be amongst all of that. That's what he likes to do.
All right, there's no upgrade. I think it's going to stay a common foul.
End the story. End of both stories. We didn't even get to hear the version from Q. No, but seriously, it makes sense just from looking at the replay. It's physical in the paint between the bigs. That always has been. It's part of the game. Straight 2 shots.
Part of the game, but what DAR City have achieved to come all the way to the BAL playoffs and take on a big and huge side like Petro de Luanda and fight for every possession, it's really impressive. Says so much also about East African basketball, because we've seen, Rwanda represented in every BAL season, 4 teams at that. We've seen Nairobi City Thunder come from Kenya, the City Oilers from Uganda, now DAR City from Tanzania.
Domingos, 32-42, misses the second. 10-point difference, 4 overall on aggregate. There's Randall dropping the ball to Moreira. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. As Thabit just keeping an eye on him. But he's a little slip, was their contact.
It's been called was a foul on Thabit.
I think it was with the foot, if I read it correctly.
Let's see, it's a foul. It's the second foul for the Tanzanian Giants. And 3 team fouls for DAR City.
Kaku. Randall.
Ooh. Ooh. Missed it.
Misses on that occasion. A rare miss from Randall. Picked up by Thabit. Zazua trying to shake, going around Moreira. Drives right in. He's going to go up. Oh my word! He is on fire tonight, isn't he?
Zazua.
Energy there from the Ivorian guard. Look at the way he attacks the best line. Bits Gerson Domingos and just uses his skill set to go past Gaku. Gets the 2 points in, and I can tell you, Robbie, you need a lot of fitness to hold yourself and body mid-air.
I think it's the eradication of Gaku which stood out from the crowd for me. 3 personal fouls for Gaku, and he's in a spot of bother there. Dundao's got 2, Moreira's got 2, Castro's got 2. This has been a foul-ridden second quarter for Petro Luanda. It's 7 points the difference. A 1 point lead for Petro Luanda on aggregate. Domingos right over the top, ghosting in, trying to float it over. He does a delightful job there, doesn't he, Randall?
It's the first time that he's scoring inside the paint. Jason Randall, very versatile player, and showing that quality on that particular bucket, and is up to 14 points.
An offensive foul there from Hashim Tariq, just getting caught up there, I think.
Frustration there from the technical bench of JRCC.
This is his third as well, Asha. Can't lose focus. There's Randall again. Magnificent.
This time backhanded from the American guard. Just looking for a lot of brilliance there.
Moves up to 16. Oh, the pass there. Straight through the hands of Tabid, otherwise he would have caught and risen up. Putney back on to replace Gaku.
Hashim Tabid got to lock in. You can see that those 3 personal fouls are starting to affect him.
Because this big 5 is good. It's a good lineup, isn't it?
Perfect lineup from Pabigay. But there's still so much basketball to be played today.
Rafael Putney, 5 seconds, needs to go for his shot. Nice hands there from Mahmoud, goes for the long range shot. Oh, that was very close. And there it is, the end of this quarter. And it's a 35-46 scoreline here. But that actually translates as just a 5-point lead for Petro de Luanda, all to play for as we take a break. Highlights coming up in a few moments.
Arena for the BAL semi-final game 1 on Wednesday, May. Egypt takes on your very own RSP Tigers. Go make the action. Visit BAL.nba.com for tickets and more information. Also, didn't miss the BL for Hair Showcase game this Thursday, May 28th at 4 p.m. A celebration of elite women's basketball, rising talent, and the future of the game. Featuring 30 players from 8 nationalities, this showcase promises high energy, passion, and top-level competition. You don't want to miss the live. The first 10 fans through the doors will receive a free BAL4 t-shirts and a chance to win 2 courtside seats. Grab your tickets now and come support the next generation of stars as they leave it all on the court. Fans, don't forget to get your tickets for Party Next Door, the BAL edition, happening on Saturday, May 30 at the Zaria Court. Go to ticket.rw for more information.
Kigali for your halftime performance presented by Visit Rwanda. From sold-out shows to millions of streams, he is one of Rwanda's finest performers and hitmakers. Kigali, make some noise and welcome Rwanda's very own Kivumbi King.
Oh yeah.
What's up?
The Kavumbi King is in town here for the halftime show. DAR City, Petro de Luanda. 11-point difference, 5 on aggregate. As we take a look at the highlights there, long-range shooting, Randall with a hot handle.
Absolutely, the man with the handles here, Jason Rondo, up to 4 threes already from 7 attempts, but he was at 4 for 4, and that's exactly why the coach Sergio Moreno started him in the 5 that started the challenge against DAR City. But on the other side, Foster reacting very well, takes on Rafael Putney and Yannick Moreira, gets the dunk in, good for their confidence, the Tanzanians, and Jock from the bench, adding on to what Jason Rondo was able to do, and that's exactly what you want to see from a team that has intentions of going to the final.
That was the moment that David Michonneau held his right hamstring. He went off, and we haven't seen him since he went off, which meant that this was the fast break scores there, and a massive slam dunk there from Rafael Putney In it goes, showboating, yes you can.
21 fast break points for Petro de Luanda. They've managed to step up their defense, whether it is scoring from the outside in transition or attacking the paint. The Angolan side are in fine fashion here, and with a double-digit lead at the halftime break, looking good from all angles.
Now, of course, they trailed by 20 points at one point, but DAR City, with that good Tanzanian fight back, saw themselves real in the lead thanks to Nizre Zazua and his team, and they're now just trailing by 11.
The standout statistic, 8 3-pointers converted for Petro de Luanda, but the 19 attempts is a cause for worry for Papi Gay and DAR City, who've only managed to convert 3 times from the three-point line. 22 rebounds for the Tanzanian champions, which is surprisingly 6 more than Petro de Luanda have managed to put on, but 11 assists. The Angolans are passing that ball around, making that energy felt from every angle, but double-digit points here for Jason Rand, already up to 16 at the halftime break. 10 for Moreira, 4 more than he had in the entire first leg matchup against DAR City. And on the other side, Nizre Zazua has had to take up the responsibilities in the absence of David Michino, who's suffered from that hamstring injury. 3 for 9 from the field, 2 assists for the Ivorian champion, but still so much work to be done here for the Tanzanian champions if they want to stay within touching distance of Petro de Luanda and a chance for a place in the semi-finals.
So 35-46, DAR City, 2 more quarters. We'll find out who will be taking on Al Ahly Libya. Of course, so much more basketball to be played.
Happy Africa Day, we are in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Say, Uganda mkulu. Say what? Tell me what? Karanga 1, 2, 3, say who would have best friend way now. We are in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see you up on your feet. Let me see you up on your feet. Up on your feet right now. Up on your feet. Say. Tell me what? Say, up on your feet, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Say what, say who's it? Say what? Say what? On to the next. Tell me what? Go back and I see you guys are active. Tell me what? Manika say. Bad energy. Bad energy. Say what? Say what? Manika. People out here, are you alive? Are you alive? Who are you?
35-46, And a halftime show here in Kigali, they've always been quite special. This man has been special. This man has been very prolific, very effective, even with Dimish off the floor or on the floor.
He has the ability to space the floor. Nisra Zuzur, he does exactly that, positioning himself in ways in which he can get the ball and square off and shoot. And there's nothing that could have been done there by Shilde Dundao. But this time, he drives into the paint, takes on Rafael Patney as well, uses his size against Shilde Dundao, turns around and gets those 2 points. And that's exactly what you expect from an experienced guard like him, but also one who is expected to play more minutes than usual for DAR City.
Well, he's been given a bigger role, which makes sense. 19 points in his last game, three pointers, and 4 from 9 with the 2 pointers. Q. I mean, it's a complicated mission for them, but they've stepped up a little bit. Can they rattle them with this man here leading the charge?
After seeing them getting rattled, you saw them also regain their composure on the floor, and Zuzua decided to take a little bit of floor leadership and scoring leadership, and he's got to do that, and he's got to do that for the rest of the second half. They do have a big size presence that they're trying to impose when they go with that double 7-footer lineup, and it proved quite effective, especially when they went to a 2-3 zone. You've seen Petro struggle against zone over the years, and it showed up once again towards the end of the second quarter.
Oh, there he is. That's Nisra Zuzua's numbers there, Usha.
12 points already at the halftime break, 7 less than he had in the first leg matchup on Saturday. 33% from the field, 2 assists already, no rebounds yet, and 20% from the 3-point line. But his size makes sure that you can always attack the paint, and that's already caused a problem for Petro de Luanda. He's able to attract those fouls, and that always works for him, and that's what you want to see from a guard like him, and especially now in the absence of Mishinu.
Now, Chasson Randall, he's got his 16 points, of course. I mean, the outside shooting has been monstrously effective for Petro Luanda. He's gonna pour that into the second half for sure, right?
The game plan was very clear from the onset. Sergio Moreno with the clear instructions: get the ball in the hands of that man. Chasson Randall is a very confident shooter. I mean, for one who is at 4 out of 4, that's pretty impressive. 100% at the time, but he's taken 3 shots and missed them. But he'll still have the ability to execute, this time on the left-hand side, and that exactly is why he's been signed to be the additional player who brings impact for Petro de Luanda. And I mean, for a team that has won the BAL, you have to understand that for you to be signed, especially for the players, you have to be a player that can turn things around. But on this particular play, with that nice floater, puts it above the 7-footer Hashim Tabet, and that quality is exactly what you want. He can score from the inside, the paint, from the outside, beautifully done, and already up to 16 points.
So it's only Jock who's got 6 points besides Moreira with the 10 points. You take out Randall, or you extract him from the equation. What other options will they use?
Well, they have a variety of options, especially from a 3-point line. They have Buyamba, who can knock down threes reliably. They have Lukeni, who can do the same thing. But Chasson Randall in the team, because he's an efficient 3-point shooter, shot 47% from the 3-point line in his season with APR. And if they continue to leave him open, Chasson Randall will continue to make shots without a doubt.
Well, there we go. You've heard it all. We're ready to enter the third quarter zone. Coming back to you in a moment.
Bank of Kigali. Budweiser.
Budweiser. Yeah, Budweiser is a sponsor of BAL. Fuck yeah. America beer.
Visit Luanda. Wave. Woodside Energy. And Wilson. Want to take your NBA experience to the next level? Sign up for NBA IB, the League's free membership program. Get exclusive content, ticket giveaways, match discounts, and personalized highlights all season long. Plus, connect NBA IB with League Pass for even more action. Visit NBA.com/IB to sign up and learn more. BAL would like to hear from you. Scan the QR code and share your experience.
It's always on the beat.
Excuse me, guys. BAL. What? Yeah. Everybody saying
Welcome back here to
BAL.
the BK Arena, and of course we've got a wonderful matchup here between Zuzua and Randall.
Absolutely incredible to
Zuzu's
see these
just
players
insanely
coming out
good.
here. It is the Gads who are stepped up for both of these teams. Zuzu with the 12 points and 16 for Chase and Rando, 50% for Rando from the field, and that efficiency has been exactly what has set apart Petro de Luanda in this matchup for a place in the semi-finals. But for Zuzua, like we've said before, in the absence of Mishino, he'll have to do a little bit more to execute, and also he'll need help from Anas Mahmoud on the inside. Hashim Tabet will have to play more minutes than expected, especially when you're playing against a team like Petro de Luanda, who have size inside the paint.
Q, I mentioned Mohamedou Londor and what he can bring to the floor. He's a big guy. I mean,
Come on.
if Tabit is extracted from the equation because he's in foul trouble, is he an option?
I think he is an option. This is a very big game for DAR City and for both teams here. They might try and Geyser again because he came out with, looked a little bit rattled, might be able to find some of the form that we saw from him. And I can almost assuredly confirm now that we won't see Dimish for the rest of this one. He hasn't returned from the locker room and is unlikely to as well.
Okay, thanks for the update there. That's good to know. Now we know what's expected and what we've got available for DAR City coming up against Petro Luanda. The depth of the bench for Petro Luanda can win this game. DAR City have to fight for their lives, and the problem is, do they get Dimish back for the semi-final if they actually make it? That's a big question you've got to ask as well, because if they scramble and edge this game, what will they have to throw at Al-Ali Libya in the semi-final? We're not there yet. I'm just, projecting forward.
You're living in the future, and to be quite honest, I love the fact that you have superpowers. But on a serious note, Coach Sergio Moreno, of course, knows that so much is at stake. What Jason Rondo has been able to do here in the BAL playoffs as an additional player is what we remember Nick Faust was able to do in that 2024 season. A clutch three-point shooter, and that has always been the style of the Angolans. They can shoot from the outside at any one time in the game and change it.
Picked up here by Utomi. And it is, of course, DAR City in possession. Foster trying to shake off Buyamba. There's Nzuzua. Utomi. Shot clock down to 7. Goes for a shot. It's pure net. How about that for a start to the third quarter?
That's the reaction you need when you come from the dressing room. Utomi stepping up. We saw earlier what Zuzua could do, and that's exactly what they expect. Utomi, Foster, Zuzua, Nas Mahmoud can deliver the goods on offense.
Gaku. Buyamba. Randall gets it back out to Gaku for a 3-shot on the edge. And rebound made safe there. Zuzua holding it coolly at the back.
Something that has worked for DAR City has been the rebounds. That's their 24th in the game so far. More than Petro de Luanda.
There's a foul there on Tabit as Castro just gets in his way. And he goes straight to the free throw line. A little bit of a swipe across the face.
I mean, when you come up against Castro, in the air, you better be ready because it comes all out. There's no 50-50 chances.
It's true that, you know, he's like sort of, you know, he will smash into you and you'll walk away, you know, knowing that you've met Castro.
Yes, and you better be ready for an ice
Woody,
bath after the game.
would you know
No
that you
easy
met
games.
Castro?
The BAL is a big man's and big boys competition.
Yeah, some blockbuster blocks taking place we've seen over the last few days. I mean, you know, it's not for the light-hearted, Usher. It definitely isn't.
I mean, that's why we've managed to do 6 seasons. What a pleasure.
Big time. Second was good, first wasn't. 7 points. Bright start here for the Tanzanian champions, but Domingos with a sensational 3-shot.
That's his first points in this game, Jason Domingos. Of course, a starter for Petro de Luanda and finally contributing on offense.
Foster. Oh, it's been Castro doing well to deal with Mahmoud. He takes the pass. Oh, it's a little bit to the right of the backboard. Comes back out. Castro with a good rebound. Randall. And that's going to be Zazua, I think, who will pick up that foul. Just closed the door on Randall.
That's always going to be a matchup to keep an eye on.
Sorry,
Jason Rondo and Zuzua, but the ability of Jason Rondo to turn his body around and find ways of scoring. But let's look at the replay there. Jason Domingos just connecting from the 3-point line. They have so many shooters. Petro de Luanda, Domingos adding his name to that. Rondo, of course, with the 4 threes. Gaku, Buyamba, and of course Jock.
17 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal there for Randall, who is leading the way.
So that's a complete scoring fashion there for Jason Rondo. He was scoring the threes, drove into the paint, and now from the free throw line, absolutely dynamic.
Back up to 12. Zazua, Mahmoud, Foster. Foster, a little bit of separation, and rebound made by Gaku.
There's no one there to pick a rebound for DAR City.
It's great work, that really is, and Randall delivering. And look
another
what he's done. He's
shot,
up to 20
14-point
points
lead.
now.
Absolutely incredible performance there from that man, Jason Rondo.
Big shot, big bucket, Zuzua. What a time to hit a threes, up to 15.
Absolutely great stuff from DAR City. They're continuing to fight here. Yes, it's an 11-point lead, still in double digits, but that's what is going to be important for them going into the last quarter.
And there's the big shot coming out the back, picked up by Tabi. Utomi hasn't really hit a few big shots just yet. He's got 8 points, but time for him to maybe start to stargaze from the outside. There's it's just rolled back out. Mahmoud unable to get the rebound. It's a quick transition here. Buyamba, Castro, Domingos. Oh, it's delightful to the eye. That's exactly what a coach likes to see.
Wow.
14
Absolutely incredible
point
there
lead.
from that man, Jason Domingos. And he's up to 6 points.
Zuzua. As the bounce pass down the left side, picked up there by Utomi. Foster gets rid of Gakko. Out to Tabi, he's going to drive through. And kept in play inbound by by Gaku, sorry. Gets the ball back. He started it. Can he finish it? No, he can't.
No, off the rim.
Hashim Tabit up to 7 rebounds. Very important for DAR City to have that, his presence inside the paint.
As the shot going up, it's gone in as well. Utomi up to 10 points.
Perhaps that's the commentator's blessing there.
CB, right?
CB.
Q, interesting game. Petro, they're not letting them just race away, are they, DAR City?
No, they're not, but Petro de Luanda are trying to shoot their way out the zone, and it's worked so far. Yeah, they picked up 10 points in this third quarter, but they're going to have to continue to make shots or make open shots if they want to stay in the game.
Foster for a 3-shot.
No.
Castro with a rebound. He's up to 5 rebounds there. Domingos with a shot, long range shot.
No.
And another rebound there for Tabi, doing his job.
Right place, right time for Hashim Tabit, but they need to convert on offense every time they go down the lane. And there it is, violation. They lose possession here, DAR City. Bit of lack in concentration there from Zuzua. Must be coming from a bit of fatigue because he hasn't yet gotten what you'd call a breather or some rest. They don't have many options on the bench to match his quality.
Mamadou Landor, Robbie, as you have predicted, makes his way onto the floor.
See what he's got in the tank. See what he's a big guy. He's a very big guy. He'll get in the way of absolutely everything. And the foul is not from Landor, it's actually from Utomi, I think.
Well, his presence seems to be paying off here, but let's look at Yannick Moreira taking him on, and Gaku in the right place to pick that rebound, but Utomi could have done better in terms of boxing out.
44-56.
The reason I came here was a feeling I couldn't name yet. It started from a sound, a crowd, a moment that belonged to everyone. But it's the quiet moments that stayed with me longest. In those moments, everything else fell away. And just when I thought I'd seen it all,
Hope you guys are all enjoying the game. I am thoroughly enjoying the game. I'm watching it. I'm paying attention.
that's why I'll be back. This is where it all happens.
Show me the best African move. Oh yeah, shake body. And this is the African moves camera. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, oh. Stand up, Ross. Here we go, here we go, here we go. We like it. Let's go, boy. Show me the best African move you have.
Straight over to you, Q.
Coach Sergio Moreno not happy with the way they've executed their last couple of possessions, looking to try to push the ball on the interior here. And let's see if Petro de Luanda actually get the execution against the zone.
Buyamba. Through the middle, nice little pass there, but oh, get out of there. That's what Landor brings to the floor. And a great score at the other end. Well, coast-to-coast action there for Landor, the youngster.
Involvement on both ends of the floor, and that's what they needed, especially after Hashim Tabit is off the floor.
Gaku drops the ball into the hands of Buyamba. They'll regain possession. These are the little things that can just destabilize you.
It's still a tight game, 10-point gap. And looking at the replay there, Buyamba, I think was thinking about the basket before even the ball got into his hands.
That's like, imagining what candy you want to buy before you've got into the shop, not knowing that it's closed on a Monday.
Well, I can tell you the choice I would make.
I know what you like. Here we go, Dundao is racing up to a 10-point lead, which basically means it's a 4-point lead. Petro Luanda, nothing done, nothing settled, nothing sorted just yet. 3:50 left to play. Randall looking to try and get the ball back out over to the corners. Long-range shot coming in. It's a triple. Oh,
wow.
That flew through the sky.
50%
What a shot.
shooting from the three-point line for Jock, 3 of 6.
What
and
a
impact he's having so far for Petro.
what a play.
And again, he's just doubled up with back-to-back scores there, Landor.
Landor.
Up to 4 points, and that's what you want on offense, on defense.
Young man getting scores here.
To react to his presence.
He's a big guy, isn't he? 9 points separate these guys at the moment. Moreira, way, there's loss of possession there. A little mistake there from Moreira. It doesn't happen all the time, does it?
More candy thinking in this case, but jokes aside, that's exactly what happened with Luanda earlier, and for Yannick Moreira to repeat the same thing must be frustration on the face of Sergio Moreno.
Well, Moreira just spots it from behind, comes in and gets hold of the ball, denying Mahmoud. Long-range shot coming in off the metal, picked up by Childe Dundao. Another chance. Randall, Moreira. Londor back out to Dundao. He's going to float one over the top. Succulent, smooth shooting there from Childe Dundao.
Put some respect.
He bounces off all the bases.
2025 FIBA AfroBasket MVP with Angola.
Mahmoud Foster rolls out the back and into the hands of Moreira. Good rebounding. Randall again. They got a 13-point advantage here. Moreira, it's a mid-range two. And a rebound there from the Malian giant. Zazua trying to shake off Randall.
In there.
Utomi. 10 seconds left. Tries
10
to
seconds.
shake.
Oh, wow. Put up a...
Gaku.
No, nothing. Foul. Draws the foul, though.
That's 3 shots for Utomi. Gaku's looking around going, who, me? No, I didn't do that. Did I do that?
And that's 4 personal fouls there for Gaku, which is absolutely worrisome for Petro de Luanda. They need him on the floor as an experienced player, but Utomi, smart decision to finally release that ball after hanging in midair as DAR City continue to chase against Petro de Luanda. It's a 13-point game, and Utomi has the chance to bring down that scoreline to just 10 points.
Q, I'm just coming over to you to get your lay of the land regarding this third quarter, which has been interesting, but still favourable for Petro de Luanda. But there's still a lot of tenseness around, isn't there?
Yeah, there is a lot of tension, and because there's a high amount of pressure on the shot that goes up from either team. But Landor, like you said, he's had a good impact coming in here for DAR City. His 7-foot frame and also his composure every time he's caught the ball has been invaluable to DAR City. He's a big man, and he's filling a good role here because they haven't had to reshape their defense, and he's moving his feet pretty well for DAR City.
He averaged 9.9
pretty
minutes
good.
and 5.5 points, 1.5 rebounds, and so he's got a game to bring to the floor, just being a teenager, but a big wingspan. Anyway, Rafael Putney picks it up in the corner. Shot clock down to 8. Dundao trying to shake, trying to set it up. Oh my word, that is a block. That's a massive block, that is, from Foster. He claims that he didn't make contact. I'd love to see the replay. What's your take, Usher?
Wow. I think I would like to wait for the replay, but of course the players are looking for a review, and you can't review a foul. But look at that. Let's look at it again. Yeah, there was contact on
fingertips.
The fingertips of Yannick Moreira. But from a sporting point of view, wow, that really looked great.
From a neutral's point of view, it would look fantastic.
Yeah, that's the kind of highlight you show your friends when you go back home.
It's true.
Tell them I sent him packing.
Sent him packing. Yannick Moreira, 11 points, second top scorer for Petro Luanda, and knocks down both of those shots from the charity strip. It's 50-63.
12 points for him, 20 for Jason Rando. We haven't seen much from him since the start of the third quarter, but that's okay. They have so many options. Petro de Luanda, Jock is on the floor, Rafael Putney's there.
Yeah, they do. They have a lot of...
Is that a third for Dundao? No, it wasn't Dundao. Who picked that one up? 1:20 left to play in the third. Zazua Oh, it's been picked out of the sky, plucked out of the sky there by Putney. Putney drives through, out to Randall. Randall going up for the 3 shots. Doesn't manage to roll. Oh, they should have just taken that in his hands, Mahmoud. And Londor was there as well. Another chance, 5 seconds. Moreira, high screen, shot from Dundao. Mahmoud does really well to just pick that up, down into the corner. Zazua drives through, he's gone all the way, there was no one there. The coast was clear.
Lando did a good job of boxing out there to give him a highway to make those 2 points, and they needed that DAR City. 11 points difference.
Well, every shot is working there. Jock has just delivered a fabulous 3-pointer. Is that 4 3-pointers for him?
Absolutely. Wow. Welcome to the BAL, Mr. Jock. And a little bit of a reminder that South Sudan continues to shine here in the BAL.
In a big way. Here's Zazua down into the corner. Is Foster for a 3-shot? Goes right over the top. It's been picked up there, but was there a foul? No.
I mean, that's considered as a walk.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Traveling.
Came down off his feet, onto his knees. Not ideal.
Legends, Joachim Noah, courtside BAL ambassador, Chicago Bulls legend, but Jock, look at the way he releases that ball up in the air, swish nicely done.
4 seconds left to play. 52-66 in this third quarter. Moreira collects it and over the top. There's a little buzzer beater. That tasted really good, didn't it, for that man Moreira? And then what about that? A 52-68 lead. They lead by 16 going into the 4th and final quarter, which means that they lead by 10 because of the 6-point victory that DAR City picked up in game 1 of the quarterfinals. Game on still, but there's a bit of work to do for DAR City.
Absolutely impeccable basketball that is being played here by these two teams as the referees keep an eye on the review to make sure that they made the correct decision. And there it is, 2 points.
In the pocket, as they say, 52-68. We'll take a break.
Thank you so much, Z. I'm at section 106, and we're using 2 sections today, section 106 and 107. And I have Regis presenting row H and Joas representing row F. They know the rules, and you may start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Get that green right. Carbon to that end and bring it back. Go, 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 go. Let's go, let's go. Green right. Roll races. Make it to that end. Go, 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 go. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Go, 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 go. And looks like Mr. Regis wins the green ride. Roll race. Congratulations. You win yourself a green ride prize pack. Thank you so much for participating in the green ride raw race. Congratulations.
.52-68, and that man Yannick Moreira getting a score just at the end of that third quarter as we take a look at the game summary.
12 3-pointers for Petro de Luanda from
boom, Eddie Murray, baby.
Exactly the storyline here for the Angolan champions and why they've been dominant. 5 threes for DAR City on the other side. But let's look at the play of the game. Shilder Dundao finding Rafael Putney, who connects with the rim in fine fashion, showing his precision up above the rim. And what a player, what an impactful player he's been here for Petro de Luanda. But really, in general, look at how many points they've scored from a fast break point of view. 25 for Petro de Luanda.
Q, over to you.
There's a lot of belief still on the bench of DAR City. Coach probably gave fiery timeout and wants them to start really well, really focused on their defensive adjustments. They're going to cover and move around the 3-point shooting of Petro.
Well, Moreira's already at it, spilling his fine form into this fourth and final quarter. They got 2 more. It's an 18-point advantage.
Yeah, he's up to 16 points here. Yannick Moreira, the Angolan big man, and is a man with a hot hand.
Here's Foster. Picked up by Nizre Zazua, down into the corner. Atomi! Atomic Atomi delivers a blast.
That's exactly the reaction that you need, and what Q talked about in terms of belief for DAR City. That 3 represents their never give up attitude, DAR City.
A little handful of 3 shots, and like that one there, and things can turn around quite quickly. Dundao, Putney, Jock. They like to pass the ball around. Mentioned it before. They love to do it. To find that opening. There's the shot coming in, and Jock has done it again. Up to 15. Wow.
Amazing shooting here from Jock, the South Sudanese international, and in front of Luol Deng, the South Sudanese Basketball Federation president.
Hey, and if you think about it, if ever Petro and Luanda make it through to the semi-finals, they'll come up against Madjok Deng and Joluel Achuil as well. That will be a shootout between the players, the quality players that we have from South Sudan.
It's almost surprising if a team came to the BAL playoffs without a South Sudanese player.
I always say that, you know, every BAL team needs to have a player from South Sudan. There is no doubt about it.
Yeah, representatives of Africa at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games made Africa proud, and of course we have to highlight that on Africa Day.
You have to highlight that on Africa Day, you definitely do. Peter Jock being a very important player, of course. And, well, it's important to put points on the scoreboard there as we see that man Zazua up to 19. And again, 16 points, 10-point lead. That's what it was like coming at the start of the top of the fourth. Jock collects mid-range 2 this time. Over the top. Mahmoud with a rebound.
And he miscalculated that distance there, Jock, but falls back for defense immediately.
Zazua down into the corner. Foster against Moreira. Oh, it's a fadeaway 2, and I like it as well. Quality.
Yeah, good stuff there from Foster and Utomi to keep things going here for the Tanzanian champions. They're not giving up, still 8 minutes to play in the last quarter.
And an 8-point lead for Petro and Luanda. Chilling and Dow. Zazua very close in pinching, stealing, grabbing, poaching the ball from Children and Dow. Playing him at his own game. Look at that. Very close. It's just going around the outside while the ball was protected on the left.
Sometimes it's difficult to maintain defense in a pick and roll situation. And Zazua is caught out on this one.
But he knows where he is with his 2 fouls. He knows that, he had to take a risk on that occasion. Children and Dow. Rafael Putney with a perfect 3. That's what it means to him.
14 threes for Petro de Luanda. They're quickly separating themselves from DAR City here in the final minutes.
Again, the drive through unchallenged. An important score there for that man Utomi's up to 17. As they're shooting from the outside, they're punishing DAR City and just staying ahead. There's a foul there on Putney from Foster. Off the ball incident.
DAR City continuing to struggle here with the pick and roll by Petro de Luanda. But let's look at the replay there. Tommy bumps into Rafael Putney trying to chase down Jason Rondo. Chasing Chaser.
I'm not going there. We avoid all of those kind of, scenarios. Floater over the top there for Moreira. Oh, it's been knocked out of bounds. It will be Jock and Co. will pick it up, I think.
That's quite surprising there from Anas Mahmoud, but in the general grand scheme of things, you see that the DAR City players are running on low fuel here. Heavy minutes for the starting 5, and that always catches up with you in playoffs basketball.
Dundao. Jock's lethal sharp shooting. Doesn't find another three. Here's Tommy. Tommy drives through. He's seen it all open up. And foul has been committed. And that's Randall, I think, who's picking up his third.
Yeah, good use of the best line there. You can see the tension on the faces of the fans.
6:43 left to play. Here is Tommy. He's on 17 points so far. And trying to get himself points from the free throw line.
Jason Rondo heads to the bench, as well as Yannick Moreira, and in comes Buyamba, Glofate, and Castro. Same energetic players that you get.
They go 3 of 5, which is now 4 of 6 for Tommy from the free throw line. 62-76, 14, which means there's an 8-point lead for Petro, which means nothing, Q.
It absolutely means nothing. There's still a lot of time, a couple of threes, and this game shifts in a different direction entirely. They need to stop here.
Jock out wide. He doesn't shoot too often, does he, from the outside or just in, you know, for the 2 shots, but on that occasion you can see that Castro delivers.
Well, this is a different Castro. The Castro that is looking for a second BAL title.
Zuzua goes high. That's a great touch from Mahmoud. Ghosts in from the left side. Little touch, rises high above everybody.
Uses his length in a clever manner there, and Nas Mahmoud contributes still on offense, and that's good stuff for DAR City.
And Atomi picks it up. There's no foul or anything. Atomi trying to find his way. He's been fouled there finally. Buyamba will pick up his second personal, and that's a 3rd team foul. So these are the kind of things that could shift the momentum one way or another.
Looking at the body language here, Petro de Luanda look like, you know, the business has been done, but Utomi being able to take on the bigs here. Courtney gets the foul, and now we'll go to the charity line, but DAR City punching above their weight, but staying alive.
Staying alive, 14 points, 8-point lead. We're going to take a small break.
It began with a dream of connecting the heart of Africa to the world. The first pioneers were brave, venturing into skies unknown, and today the same spirit lives on. Rwandair soars higher, carrying dreams and stretching our frontiers. It's not just a flight, it's an experience, the kind where every detail is designed to make you feel at home. Rwandair is more than an airline. We are a bridge between Africa and the world, between you and your dreams. Welcome to Kigali.
Well, 64-78, Petro Luanda. We got Childe Dundao with 10 assists, but we're going to take a look at the dunk of the game. It's all about that man Foster. He said, "I'm taking things into my own responsibility here."
Takes it in and out, takes on that man Raphael Patney, uses his size in a very good way, and when you have a big man like that who can dribble and use his ball skills at this level, absolutely great to see him shine and rise above the ground to get that dunk in. It will be very good for him when he eventually watches the highlights.
Utomi back to the free throw line, Q.
Yeah, Coach Sergio Moreno, I think, is tapping back into recent history, because if you recall, Petro de Luanda gave up a 15-0 scoring run, and that's eventually how DAR City, you know, were able to pick up that 6-point differential. So the message on the bench was very clear. You guys have got to get in on the floor, and it's effort to close out the game.
I think we had a similar scenario. There's Tomi, he's up to 20 points now with Petro Luanda up against, was it Cabo Verde's Creole Star in the Sahara Conference last year?
They've always struggled, when it comes to matchups where they are huge favorites, but it's something that they have to learn. And Sergio Moreno, of course, quickly seeing that happen here. He cannot accept it. They're a team that are looking for that BAL title, and that complacency has no place within the squad.
3 fouls each now. Team 5:21 left to play. Dundao. There's the pass for Castro. Attacks the rim with so much aggression.
I think you have to call him Mr. Castro at this point.
He's as fierce as a honey badger.
6 points for Castro at this point. For a man known for his defensive abilities, that's impressive.
Colossal. Utomi. 5 seconds, needs to get a shot. It kicks it out. There's Foster. Oh, it's been knocked out of bounds. A little bit lucky there. 1.7 seconds left to play, and they've got to try and find space to shoot.
Yeah, look at the way Shilda Dundao eyes him out. He takes on Londo and gets the dunk in, swings in mid-air, and just takes it all in.
Okay, let's see where this is going. I'll get Londo close to the rim. Try and get it towards the big man. Nizri Zazua will try and catch and shoot. There's the double pump. That was very close, wasn't it?
Wow, such great skill set.
Hanging, shooting. There's Dundao. Well, that's a very blatant foul there coming from Foster, and that's his second personal. Calls that it was unsportsmanlike. It will probably might go into discussion because there's a bit of hugging and pulling.
No discussion, it's a foul. But Shilda Dundao, regardless of size, taking on Foster and penetrating into that paint, he'll have an opportunity on the charity line to take his count above 4. Misses the first one. He's been more quiet from that point of view. The captain of this team, but is up to 11 assists. Assist king.
Gets his 5th point. 66-81. 15 difference. 9 ahead with 4:33 left to play. Zazua kicks it out to Foster. Oh, it's rolled back out. Lonzo. And misses the chance to put those 2 points on the scoreboard. Valuable. So valuable. The aggressive drive through, tries to get his shot in and draws attention. It's Foster who's picked up 2 quick fouls there. He's
second
oh, no,
straight time.
sorry, it's Londor who gets the, I think it's the, sorry about that, Aisha. Carry on.
Good stuff there from Shilda Dundao to attack the paint, because DAR City are in foul trouble now with 4 minutes to go, and that's good game reading.
Now getting that shot there to nudge up to 7, so good clean shooting that. Zazua. Alice Mahmoud with a floater over the top. Castro will pick up his 4th personal.
He's always in foul trouble there. Castro likes to use his body size when he comes up against big opponents, but Anas Mahmoud, good skill there to show that he has other options. Misses. He's really struggled during these playoffs with the free throw shooting. Anas Mahmoud, 1 for 3.
17-point lead.
Front rim back out, second chance points, and another foul.
It looks like Castro
He's frustrated, he's looking across and...
Yeah, he has fouled out for a second game in a row, Castro, for all his contributions on defense and offense. That's always a disappointment for the Angolan.
Well, we would have valued his presence on the floor, but he'll have a chance to watch this game play out, and hopefully Petro Luanda will be able to hold on. Yannick Moreira comes in, he's just as capable and a bigger frame.
Shooting there from Luanda from the free throw line. First chance to get up there. He's up to 5 points.
DAR City, they look like time is running out here. Less than 4 minutes to play, but we'll have to try and find some momentum going in their direction.
Down 16.
Honey. Dundao again, staying out of trouble. Randall, there's the bounce pass. Putney coming in. That block there from Londior is absolutely incredible. And Nisre Zazua gets it to Mahmoud. And Mahmoud bites his time. Whoa.
That's a bit of a careless there from DAR City, but Lando taking out Raphael Putney inside the paint. He thought that he had his eyes on the back, wanted to use the board. Doesn't work out for him. But Lando, what a impact he's having since coming on.
Coach Gay watches on. 3:30 left to play. But that wasted ball, that pass there from Mahmoud, trying to provide his teammates with an impossible pass. Maybe should have just held it, waited, bided his time, not done anything extraordinary. 16 points, so it's still a 10-point lead for Petro and Luanda. It's not unassailable, definitely not.
They'll have to dig deeper than they have ever dug. DAR City, if they want to overcome this very hungry Petro de Luanda side, so many options for them, of course, but let's look at the numbers. 25 fast break points for Petro de Luanda. That has been a huge advantage for them. 45 bench points. There's been a lot of contribution from that point of view. 16 of those scored by Yannick Moreira. Jock with 15, 5 of those threes, and just incredibly done almost an enough job here, Petro de Luanda, to get that victory and proceed to the semi-finals.
Well, it's coming from that man, Mamadou Alonso. He's saying trespassers will be prosecuted. Block that. B of the G.
It was absolutely incredible to see him do that, connect with the ball on the glass, get that work done, and make it to the highlight reel.
Q.
Coach Pabigay is going to throw the last roll of the dice here, and going to try and unlock Daniel Utomi. He's been a go-to guy and a scorer. So secondary option, other than Nisre Zazua, you'll see Utomi try to see if he can make some inroads into this league.
He's got a big 20-point pile of points at the moment, so not in a bad position. Buyamba charging right through. Picked up by Mahmoud. Another rebound. He's up to 8. Down into the corner. Foster, lots of time to get his shot in. He gets another chance. Oh, very lucky, very fortunate, Foster. And the scramble sees Randall pick up the possession.
They needed that to go their way, DAR City, in that particular moment, but now they'll have to reassemble.
Both teams in foul trouble. Moreira's going to float it. That's a little bit short. Picked up once again, Gaku. Moreira, this is just all working for Petro Luanda. And Dundao. Finally, Mahmoud picks it up. That's not the right pass. That's 2 passes that he's just given away.
And when you play against a team like Petro de Luanda, they will absolutely punish you on offense. And looking at their body language here, Petro de Luanda looking to run down that clock on every possession.
Long range shot, Randall. Back out, another chance for Dundao. Again, using the clock. They look tired. They can't be tired now. They've got to really show that they've got the energy left to just push as much as they can.
They don't just look tired, they are tired because they've been playing heavy minutes here. The starting five of DAR City. Michael Foster, 37 minutes. Zuzua, 37 minutes. Tommy as well with 37. That always comes to surface. And Anas Mahmoud, 32 minutes. We've seen it before in the BAL, and the most that was achieved, obviously, we think about the Rivers Hoopers, who managed to go to the semi-finals and finish third 2 seasons ago. But it's never easy when you're playing against a team like Petro de Luanda, who've been to every single BAL season, who've been to semi-finals in 5 seasons, and on the edge of that again.
Long range shot coming in. And a rebound here for Gaku. Excellent work from Mahmoud. This time he picks it up. Utomi.
16-point difference, 1 minute to play.
That's the pass to Mahmoud. Oh, it's just not. Again.
From a basketball perspective, it's absolutely impossible to pass the ball from the corner to the top left side. Any coach would give you the, evil eye.
A little bit more than that, I think. Q, we're coming over to you.
Important for Petro de Luanda not to just close out. The possession count favors them, and they'll be looking to advance to their 6th straight semi-final. And anybody knows how to do it, they do. They've been there more than any other BAL team.
Nice. Just gone over the line, but the foul was committed. Pushed, nudged. Zuzua straight to the free throw line for a pair of shots. Stops the clock with 1:01. I mean, come on. Is it possible still? Yeah, it's possible.
Well,
Foul trouble.
Bobby Gay makes a couple of changes, brings in Ali Faraj Abdallah, and will also introduce Jonas Obelin Moshi, so they get a feel of the BAL. And Foster, who's played such an impeccable role to give this DAR City team the dream that they deserve, that they could go all the way. With his 11 points, 9 rebounds in 38 minutes, goes off the floor.
21 points for Zuzua. We're into the last minute now. Petro Luanda on the cusp of qualification for, like you said, Q, a 6th straight semi-final. They won it in 2024. They want to go back again to the final, but first of all, one step at a time. Moreira, traveling call. No, there's a foul.
It looks like Petro de Luanda on the cusp of victory, but the mismatch there, Yannick fails to use it to his advantage. DAR City with the ball possession here. 4 personal fouls for Moreira.
That's crazy.
Rafael Putney. Oh, that's good work from Faraj. Does really well to steal the ball out of the hands of Putney, sneaking from behind him. A little slip there from Mushi. And out of bounds he goes. 25.5 seconds left to play. Well, it's only it's crazy when you think about it, but it's actually just an 8-point difference between the two teams. And the loss of David Michino has obviously affected them massively.
Comes with the territory. Michinu, they of course missed him, especially in the second half of the game, but done so well to come this far.
Credit to DAR City. Last seconds now. Dundao goes high off the glass. And it's been picked up by Randall. Randall for a final 3. Doesn't get a chance. It's all over. Petro Luanda and Coach Moreno celebrates.
Good job, Petro.
Semi-final. And they've managed to deal with DAR City. They came from 6. They had to reel in the 6 points, but they've done it competently. 69-83, the final score. and Petro Luanda move into their 6th semi-final where they'll take on Alali Libya in a mouth-watering showdown when the semi-finals take place in this BK arena.
Well, year after year, Petro de Luanda continue to prove that champions are defined by consistency, the mentality, and excellence. After that loss in the first leg game, they went back to the drawing board. They realized that there's a couple of things that they need to fix, and today the depth on the bench was very, very important to see them come alive here against this DAR City and remind everybody why Angola is a giant in African basketball. 12 titles for them as a national team at the FIBA Afrobasket, 6 straight semi-finals for Petro de Luanda, and you see that in the way that they organize themselves, the way that they support each other, and the win here today actually will make sure that people forget that Lucani Gonçalves and Valente actually didn't even play, but look at the numbers, 14 3-pointers for Petro de Luanda, 38 attempts from behind the line. That exactly right there tells you why this Petro de Luanda side was able to get that victory. 39 rebounds, 3 less than what DAR City were able to come up with, but the 23 assists right there is the difference for Petro de Luanda.
Well, big congratulations to Petro Luanda. They moved through and they'll be happy to have a little bit of a break before they prepare to take on Alali Libya. DAR City, they will be heading back to Tanzania. We want to say thank you to DAR City and what they've managed to achieve. First ever Tanzanian team in the BAL. A fast rise to success after winning the NBL. All big congratulations. Safe travels back to Dar es Salaam. We'll see you very soon for more action. Brilliant performance all the way through. And we'll get the reaction from Yannick Moreira of Petro de Luanda.
Yannick, first of all, congratulations. This is a position that you know well, but what did you guys do well to start out in this quarterfinal, especially facing that 6-point deficit?
We just say in the locker room, just always believe. We was down 6. All we was trying to do is tie the game. After we tie the game, we say, hey, we got to win now. You know, we just got to continue to get better and be ready for the next game. It won't be easy, but we got to be ready.
It's not going to be easy.
They offer a different prospect. You know, what about this performance specifically? Can you lock in on that you can take into the semifinal from your team?
I mean, this year I just see a lot of people disrespecting me. And they see that in the EL, I'm just trying to prove myself again. You know, sometimes I got to set backs on my teammates. I allow Shielding, Abu, other guys to grow. But sometimes I got to remind myself that I still got it. You know, that's what I was trying to do.
You had 16 points today. Congratulations. One more question is, what does this win mean? It's the 6th time you guys are going to the semifinals.
We're still alive. We got to win. Trying to win the next one. It won't be easy. The other team got better also, but we can do it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
There you go, Yannick Moreira, of course, 34 years young, playing an integral part for his Petro de Luanda team. They will take on Alali Libya, of course, in that fabulous semi-final. But the other side, Alali of Egypt, 2024 champions, 23 champions up against, of course, the Tigers of Rwanda. It's going to be fantastic. We hope that you're going to join us. We're going to take a small break, and then we'll come back bouncing hard for the semi-finals.
Hell of a game. Love it. Love it. Nice game, guys. Yeah, hopefully we get to do the rest of one of the games or so coming up. We don't have anything in stone, but hopefully we get more content from these guys. Let's rate out. Let's find somebody to rate out real quick. Because I'm done for now, guys. I am going to get some sleep. And, you know what? Let's go over to Tripod Truthy. And, guys, thank you all for tuning in. Everybody for the follow. All that good stuff. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. We're going to read Tripod Truthy. Love you guys. See y'all tomorrow for baseball and more. Peace out. Enjoy Monday Night Raw.